I thought maybe I would, you know, change the background a little bit for you. This one kind of looks real. Like I could maybe pass this off as real. Like I'm sitting somewhere, like, oh, so I just bought this house. I just was in this crypto trade, and God, I got lucky, and I bought a second house over here. Or I could just go, I bought some office space in Jabroni land, or another, high-rise apartment. I just went ahead and used some crypto. Or we could go back to Indiana Joe and the Secrets of the Woo with Woo Woo Dude and Jason Napor. So I think we'll go to the first one. Some of you guys, or a lot of you guys on YouTube, are not a Patreon member of mine. But I'll talk about certain things, and I'll get messages from you guys like, hey, next time, like with Fred the Indian, next time let us know, if we need to pitch in on something or, help out with those people, the Indians and stuff, like through Fred. And I thought, well, yeah, I guess, wouldn't hurt to ask on YouTube, because then everybody will hear it when it's needing to be done. So I go, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. So I've had people ask about some of the woo. And, if you go to Woo Woo Dude, and that's WOOWOO.dude.com, Woo Woo Dude. Julianne and Woo Woo Dude are on there. You can schedule readings and whatnot with them. But Julianne does these classes, and she's got a Labor Day deal going on. Upcoming class in the Woo Woo Dude's calendar. Some events coming up. So I figured, what? Let me, instead of just doing it on Patreon from time to time, I'll just tell everybody on YouTube in case you're interested. Labor Day weekend special. Get a 20% discount on a 15-minute remote session. Perfect for getting a glimpse of what fall might have to be in store for you. Atomic Writing Series. Limited spaces left to join the Automatic Writing Series, a 5-part workshop designed to explore how to deepen your connection with the divine, hush hush, I do I, and receive more profound and insightful messages. I thought you might want to know as well, the Woo Woo Dude calendar is also open. Book your slot now. You know how quickly they get filled up. Looking forward to connecting with you all. Blessings, Julianne. I might just copy and paste that whole email in the description box, because there's some links in there. But anyway, really, it's woowoodude.com. You can get to Richard, Woo Woo Dude, and Julianne, who is just Julianne. She doesn't have a little nickname or pseudonym. It's just Julianne. So, today's the 22nd, 8/22. Remember Woo Woo Dude, something about the 22nd he was getting? And I think our last live stream, I don't think it was the one before that. And then, like I said, I was going to bed. I put my, these headphones, just FYI. Let's see if there's a model or something listed on here. These are Edifier, Edefeir or IER. I forget how it's spelled, but Edifier, Edefeier, or it's Feir. Noise canceling headphones. Just like this, which I can just take this off. How about that? Or actually original, so it doesn't try to key it out. For the longest time, I've been using these, Bluetooth. It's all Bluetooth. There's no connection. The only connection you've got is the charge port, little USB-C charge port. Power, volume up, volume down. Press the button to down here for Bluetooth to sync it or whatever. Put them on, boom. That's like last night. I had those on. Listen to my music. Which I say music. I've got a whole list on Patreon of things that I've downloaded and go, here's what I listen to at any given night. It could be one of these songs. And I kind of have my favorite that I listen to like a lot. And I was listening to one of them last night. And it's actually one Julianne had given me a while, like a long time ago. She goes, hey, check this one out. Yeah, I like it. So, but the other day, I was doing that, going to bed, put the headphones on. And I don't remember. I think I may have had a dream that night, but it just felt like a regular dream. It didn't feel like it was prophetic or nothing. And I, let's go back to the phone. Let's go back to the studio apartment. I woke up, but immediately as I wake up, 822. Separate. 8 and 22. Not 822. 822. So I'm like, well, in a few days from now, it's going to be 822. I think that's what they're trying to share with me. It's a date. 822. And I go, don't know what. I felt nothing else after that. Like, oh, Trump this or Now, of course, today's Tuesday. And as Tory has always said about when it came to Trump in the indictments and arrests, well, it'll happen on a Tuesday. Go back and look from the first indictment, second indictment, third, when he had to show up for court, didn't get arrested, didn't have handcuffs, and did not get a mugshot. Completely normal. Certainly completely normal, right? Yeah, okay. How many of those were on a Tuesday? Give you a little homework project. So today's Tuesday, but he said, I'm going in Thursday to Atlanta. Can you believe I'm going in Thursday to Atlanta to get arrested by Fannie Willis, whatever her name is? And remember the sheriff, he'll be mugshotted. That's everybody gets a mugshot. He's going to get a mugshot. I'm going, well, 3 out of the 4 times he hasn't. Again, is this the time he finally gets a mugshot? Or something interesting going to happen? Maybe even today, because today's 822. I'm going to go in early. I'll go in early. Why? Because today's Tuesday. Or there's something else. I don't know. I did not get any other information on that. But I will tell you that there's a guy named Joseph Tittle. I think is how you say his name. He's a psychic. He's been putting stuff out there on YouTube and, whatever for quite a while. And he did a video 3 days ago or so, maybe about 40-something minutes long. And it's like here's what I'm getting. And he had a sleep mask on. He's laying down, and he was awake, but he was basically just pulling in some info. And someone had sent it to me. He was like, hey, this guy also sees precious metals getting some kind of smackdown. And I'm going, okay, let me go watch what he's saying. And because I've come across this stuff, a number of times throughout, honestly, a few years. And I've never really just stay subscribed, and whenever he posts up, I'd go watch the whole thing. It was just every once in a while I would it might come across my desk, so to speak, and I'd watch it or whatever. But he's talking about, a lot of things he's seeing coming, and the deep state has a surprise that they're not waiting. This reminds me of some shit Woo Woo Dude was saying. He's like, oh, didn't see that one coming, Woo Woo Dude. And he was talking about the deep state. Oh, didn't see that one coming. Oh, Nancy. So this guy mentions Nancy Pelosi, and she's going to have to give some testimony she does not want to give. The deep state on their path, their road to what they have planned. You could, I don't remember the word he used, so I'm just kind of making up something here. A big bomb is going to drop in the middle of their road, so to speak, that they weren't waiting for, knew about, prepared for. Their plans. Oops, didn't see that one coming. But yes, more fires, more earthquake stuff, more terrible winters and everything. It's coming. You got to be prepared. And speaking of the winter, you should probably do this now when stuff is cheaper because it's not seasoned, than later when everyone else figures it out. When we had the crazy southern Texas storm, winter storm, that was like ice, freezing, snow like crazy, the power went out. Remember that? This was about 2 years ago. People died. Some in their houses, some in their cars, being stupid. Not really, I mean, I shouldn't say being stupid because they didn't know. Going in their garage, turning on their car to provide heat, turn on the heat, and of course, garage door being closed, they died of carbon monoxide poisoning. But other people died there were people that died just because of the cold. So people were freezing their butts off. And there was somebody who goes, oh, we didn't have any issues. We had a tent in one of our rooms. We put a tent in the room. And I guess they picked a strategic room, maybe it was by the garage, not directly on the side of the house. I don't know. I don't remember. But they just simply went in a room with a tent, a regular camping tent, set the tent up in the room, and then put, I don't know how many blankets, 2 blankets, 3 blankets, 1 blanket, comforter type of a deal, over the tent. And maybe you might need 2 or 3 to, cover a tent. I don't know. But you could possibly get ready to double pack them, where you maybe need 5 or 6 blankets or comforters. I don't know, depending on the size of your family. But there was, I don't know, 3 of them, 4 of them in the tent. And they said they slept perfectly. Nice and warm, cozy. It was good. Another thing you could do is buy a sleeping bag. Again, another camping type thing. Sleeping bag, it's insulated. And you might say, hey, I want a sleeping bag that is made for colder temperature, so it's more insulated. And you just buy that type. These are things that you don't have to plug in. You don't have to turn on. It needs power. Oh, power's out. We're going to freeze. No, we're not. Put the tent up. Put the blankets up. We're sleeping good tonight. Might be a little uncomfortable because you got your family all cramped up in a tent. But again, if you want it, you said, you know what? We got a little extra money. It's not going to hurt. Let's buy 2 tents. And the extra blankets needed, which maybe you have the blankets at your house already. You just take them and use them. And you kids will sleep in that. You 3 kids will sleep in that tent. Me and mom will sleep in this tent. Done. Now you're sleeping in pretty good comfort. And you're staying warm. You don't need to light a candle and all that nonsense. So it's just a thought I had because there's going to be some, WWD's been calling for this. This guy Joseph Tittle's talking about it, and and a lot of weather wars coming here. If you haven't already can tell, and when I say weather war, that doesn't mean natural, does it? Talked about big storm thing off of New York, rain cloud something, and I'm going, yeah. But he says, I see the Statue of Liberty, and I'm going, oh yeah, there's that dream again about New York for me. I had to take an effing John boat out of New York City to get out, and I felt like whatever had just happened, the theme was, this is worse than 9/11. So initially, when I had that dream, I go, wow, I think this might be a terror attack. Because I kept getting this was worse than 9/11. However, if you had a terribly bad storm and a flood of some type, and it wasn't necessarily a terror attack, although again, weather warfare, it's still attack, wouldn't it be? But let's just say it was natural. You could have an event worse than 9/11 that was a weather event. And I'm just now thinking about this going, oh, yes, okay, got it. But he also saw gold and silver getting smacked. He goes, what the Spirit showing me is people are kind of getting wise, we need gold and silver. And so what do the elites do? They always put the smack down. Now, I had a thought about the 8/22, which is today, and just for shizzles and giggles, Let me just get a reading on what, gold price. Currently $1,922.80. And then we have, let's go for silver, just so we have a baseline of what it's at right now. Silver price, 24-hour spot chart, $23.26 approximately. So just to recap, when I had that dream, I saw first gold was somewhere around, from the memory of like 1800-ish, 18 something, was I thought what the price was when it started. And then this gigantic red line going straight down. Not a nice little staircase. It was a straight line, one line down. Huge, enormous. And I saw it go under $1,000. But I never saw where it stopped, where it ended. I was like, it's like I'm not allowed to see the price for some reason. Or maybe because it hasn't been set in stone just yet. And it's just, the point is, it's going under $1,000 an ounce. So you're talking bigger than a 50% drop from the current price. Silver, on the other hand, I saw the price because the next screen that popped up in my mind in the dream was silver, and I saw exactly $6. I didn't see 601, 622. It was $6. Now, again, doesn't mean it can't have a decimal point after it, or maybe drop even slightly lower than $6. I got $6. I woke up and I go, no effing way. How could this even be possible? In what world could this be possible? Everything is going the opposite direction. The dollar's going to be dumping. It has to skyrocket. But again, whoa. Everything on any market is rigged and controlled. You already know this. And you know this, man. So why can't it? Right? Why can't it? Lindsey Williams would come out when he talked to his elite friend and tell you the price of where a barrel of oil was going. Many times in complete opposite of what everybody, news expert, financial experts telling you on the news. It's $100 a barrel right now. Back in 2008, it's going to 200. It's almost, it'll be 150 soon. Lindsey says, no, it's not. It's going to $150. That's what I was told. It's not going any higher. It hit $146 or $147, like he said. Started coming back down. He comes back out. I've just been told it's going down to 50 or below, under 50. But Lindsey, it's just pausing for a bit. It's going to go to, everyone's saying it's going to 200 next. I've told you how this goes. These guys aren't right. These guys aren't wrong. They've always been right. I'm telling you, it's going to 50. I sat there and listened to him on the radio show. And I watched like a hawk every week. What's it doing? By December, that was the middle of summer. By December, $147 into summer, 146, 47. December, Saudi Arabia to cut back 2 million barrels a day because the price is dropping so low. They're trying to push the price back up. It dropped even lower. It got into the 40s, not 140, 40s. It was 50, dropped down into the 40s. And it was after Saudi Arabia cut production. Oh, we're cutting production to bump the price up. All this nonsense you've ever been taught. Well, a pipeline blew up in Pakistan and prices are up 20 cents today. It's horseshit. Brought to you by the fake news media, who's the same ones who brought you all the fake news about everything to keep you distracted and off target on everything, especially politics. So they can bring the price of any commodity or stock or anything on any market down to effing whatever they want, or as high as they want. They can do whatever they want. So do not say they can't bring it down to $6. Remember when silver was 50 several years back? It's going to $600. Cliff Highs finally $600. Nope. Head fake. Crashed the market on your ass and my ass. We all got, horns woggled. They did it again to teach you a lesson. Remember that? I do. That wasn't that long ago. So my thought on this silver thing, gold thing, BRICS is getting a large number of participants wanting to join, and some who have already joined, but a whole bunch wanting to join. And it's like all the elite Western control power had all the people around, all the cool kids. We want to hang out with the cool kids. And then they realize the cool kids are beating us up, they're robbing us, they're stealing from us. We don't like the cool kids anymore. We want to go with the poor kids because we're going to start something new with them. And all of a sudden the cool kids only have a few kids left. And that's roughly what we're entering into here shortly. So we still have power though as the cool kids. Wish I could be like something the cool kids. And I gotta make a call. I'm gonna make them an offer they can't refuse. I'm gonna dump the price of silver and gold on these schmucks. They think they're gonna back their currency with our money, our gold and silver? You're gonna do that, huh? Oh yeah? You're gonna buy up all that gold and use your money now, huh? Yeah. We're gonna drop it at least 50%. And your people are gonna riot because they're so pissed off that you blew their effing money on this worthless gold and silver. Just crashed 50% on them. Now their money just got cut in half. Tell me that what I just said is not possible. Go ahead. Call me an elf one more time. Go ahead. He's an angry elf. Miles Finch. Tell me what I said is not possible. You've already seen it. Lindsey Williams already educated you on it. Bless his heart, he's passed on now, old Lindsey. I had the pleasure of talking to him a few times on the phone. That man came out and told you something that was incredible and extremely hard to even believe, but then was able to show you in 2008, like he told you he did in the 80s, but I wasn't around listening. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Who knows? But I got to watch it. He said it's going to 150 a barrel. It went to 146, 147. Oh, just talked to my elite friend. You want to know where it's going now? Yes, where? I think it was on the Jeff Rent show. It's going to $50. Oh, Lindsey, that's not possible. It's already, look how high it is. It's still the summer, it's still going to spike. Every pundit, every expert saying it's going to probably 200 is the next target. Lindsey had to tell his ass. My elite friends are never wrong. I'm telling you it's going to $50. It's going to $50. And I believed every word he said. Why? Because like I said, when the truth hits you sometimes, you just know immediately this guy's not lying. He's telling the truth. I knew he was going to be right. But this was my first experience following him to see, is he actually going to be right? I just felt for sure. I wasn't doing YouTube videos back then. That was 2008. So I watched month. Oh, it's going down. December, $50. Saudi Arabia to cut 2 million barrels a day. I remember the article. I remember it. Dropped even more. They cut production. Something that would always, in a normal world, make the price of something rise because now you have scarcity. Nope. Oh, no. Drop the price on those bastards. It's going down into the 40s. Have a nice day. And then I watched it. Oh my God, where's this guy at? How do I find him? Lindsey. From that day forward, every website I would check on stuff, they'd post, oh, he said the guy's going to be on the Jeff Rent show again. What day? I got to go listen to it. I would sit there and listen to it. I think I might have even recorded him back then. Of course, I don't have him now, but because I'm like, I gotta keep what he's saying, And then I start doing YouTube videos. I start sharing, hey, this guy Lindsey Williams, he's never been wrong. Check this out. And he laid it all out for you. And don't ever forget the 2012 Olympics opening ceremony. Kids in hospital beds, the whole mask thing, the deadly virus. These elite play with you because they know they have control over the whole effing world. You don't think they can put the price of silver or gold down or up and play with it? They have full control. What about crypto? You ever heard of a coin called Tether that was created out of nothing? It failed all the audits it ever went through? Failed all the audits it ever went through to prove you have $60 billion. We were crying foul when they had a few $1 billion of Tether back in 2017 and 2018, so early 2018. Now they've got 60, 70, 80 billion in Tether. Out of what? Computer code. They just created extra, they created more. But they said that they're backing it by all this money. We got all the money and assets and stuff, don't worry about it. And then I got a dream about Tether. That blew my effing mind. And I'm in a Tether trade with my patrons. Whether it's controlled or not, it's going to implode one day or not, all I know is I saw something effing incredible with the coin Tether. USDT. And it's going to make a lot of money for some people if you play this right. So we're in that trade. We're in a Bitcoin trade. I don't get times. I don't get times when stuff's going to happen. So anyways, I just want to share all that with you. Keep your eyes and ears open. Today's the 22nd. I don't know if anything's going to happen or not. I don't know why they were telling me this date or this numbers. Maybe it means something else, but we're going to find out. Take care.